Let's talk a little bit about your position as opposition.
Yep.
There's a lot going on in the party right now. Whole heap. You're looking internally at what's happening. You're looking at the elections. How effective do you think you can be as an opposition with everything that's going on internally?
Well, as distinct from the political party, we have been very effective as an opposition. We have taken a strategy to cover all issues. And so there is scarcely an issue that has arisen that we have not had a position on, which is fulfilling our role as the oversight to the government. We have a role as being an advocate as well for new positions, new policies, and we are doing that. We have another role, and that of public education, which we haven't started that in any comprehensive way, but we intend to start that during the whole budget exercise. And so I believe that as an opposition, we have been very effective, certainly in terms of bringing to the public's attention the issues. It's early days yet. People are still sympathetic to the government. The government is still in the honeymoon window. So we have to be very careful how we assert ourselves, but we still maintain our oversight of government action. We are internally developing our policy positions, which we will advocate. And during the budget exercise and other strategic points, we will be doing our public education. So as an opposition, we're fulfilling our role.
Carson would have recently expressed his support of Dr. Omar Davies, the Transport Minister, on the view that the contractor general must not hold up critical projects, but you actually raised concerns regarding the independent oversight panel. Isn't it therefore, or can't we construe that the JLP is speaking out of both sides of its mouth?
You know, I listen sometimes with amusement of the analysis. Taking different positions don't mean that things are in conflict. You can have different positions that are not mutually exclusive of each other. So supporting the fast tracking of projects does not exclude support for the contractor general. In fact, I am a firm believer that you can be efficient and transparent at the same time. The conflict that Omar Davies is in is that he believes that you can't be efficient and transparent at the same time. And you may even interpret it further to say that with the contractor general, he believes that you can't be efficient with projects. Now, government faces this trade-off all the time: efficiency, transparency. The art of government is to get both things. So as a politician, as a former prime minister, as leader of the opposition, my job is to effect my oversight of the government to ensure that we're getting transparency and efficiency. This argument that, well, we have to get these projects, well, you may very well end up getting projects and no benefits if they're not done in a transparent way. So I don't join the bandwagon either way. I have to look at what is in the best interest of the nation, and it is not in the best interest of the nation to do anything to undermine the office of the contractor general. It is in the interest of the nation, however, to have the projects move speedily. We must find a way to do them both, and there are ways to do it. Government needs to come, in my mind, with a strategic investment policy. The contractor general is a creature of law. He's a creature of statutes, and if you have a problem with how he's doing his job, you must either make a determination whether he's doing his job outside of the statute, outside of the law, outside of the policy you set, and then change the law, change the policy to reflect what you would like to see happen, still preserving transparency and improving efficiency.
All right, it's funny you have taken that independent position, because recently your party spokesman on foreign trade and investment, Christopher Tufton, actually came out criticizing the way the government is actually going about or asking them to review their tax collection policy, and I suppose it's predicated on the fact that there was some exercise that took place at Digicel property.
On Friday.
But is this a position, or is this a view that you share for them to revise this policy?
No, I think Chris's statement was to say that they have to approach with caution. You know, it's not just Digicel that has complained. Many other persons have complained. My position, again, is that when you have strategic investments, you have to look closely at how the environment treats them. So government has a duty to protect the strategic investments, not just of foreign investors, but local investors as well. The actions, you don't want your actions to destroy brands. And that has to be, as a government, you have to be very cautious of that.
Is that not, party leader, an unfair comment, seeing that it actually started under your watch? Because we can remember a number of raids that you commissioned, which has actually led to the sidelining of Gladstone Turner to wherever we are not even sure, because we don't know where he is now.
Yeah, but you have to be careful. The tax authority has a job to do. Jamaica is a sovereign country with its laws, and it has to abide by its laws. Same issue again, transparency, efficiency. Government has to achieve balance. You can't go off on either side. So if your actions as a government is going to destroy a brand or destroy a brand image abroad, which is linked closely to investment decisions, you have to be careful of that, whether or not it is a local brand or an international brand. So in enforcing your law, you have to bear that in mind as well. And I suspect that's what Chris' statement is saying, that in exercising the laws, you have to bear in mind all the factors. So I think the general trend you'll see in all these issues is that government must achieve balance. And sometimes you find that the government is veering off what should be the balance, and the role of the opposition is to keep the government on that straight and narrow path.